Hello everybody. Being a student is hard. Being an international student is harder. Being an international student does not mean only get an admission in a university and go and study. I can say that the biggest student challenge is to decide to study abroad. In other words, to decide to study in a foreign country. Being an international student requires some sacrifice. In my country before, the government let you go outside of the country and study. You need first to get a baccalaureate degree to be able to study abroad. The baccalaureate degree is the highest degree in my country in high school. So baccalaureate degree is done by students that are in science field and by the students that are in literature fields. So once you get that high school degree, you will be able to study outside of the country after the authorization of the government. After you get that high school degree, you will go online and find out the university of your choice. You will apply for an admission. Once you apply the admission before you are admitted by the university, the things that qualify you is your grades while you were in high school and your financial proof that will show them that you are able to pay your expenses while you are in the US and you are able to pay your tuition fees. Once you are checked and admitted in a university, the second thing you need is to get a visa to be able to travel in the US. To get a visa, you will need to go to the US Embassy in the foreign country. There they will ask you for the admission letter from the university and the financial proof that show again that you are able to pay your expenses and your tuition while you are in the US. Once those are verified, you will get the visa and be able to enter the US. The second step is the hard one for me. It is when leaving the family and friends. Family and friends have been all my childhood with me. When I am not at school, I am with them. With my friends, I used to go to the beach at night and I used to go play soccer with them on weekends. When I'm not with my friends, I am with my family at home. There we play, talk, joke, do many kind of entertainment. So everyone could be happy with each other. So leaving these two peoples is something very hard because people that you have been with all your childhood, one day you want to leave them like for 2 to 3 years. At the airport, I was almost crying while I was leaving my friends and family. Once you get to the US, you are in a new environment. First of all, the first thing that happen is you're going to change the language. In my country, we speak French, but once you get to the US, you will be speaking English, of course. That's why the language is the first change when you get to the US. It's a culture. People behave differently in the US than in my country. You have to be used to American culture, get used to the English language, and get used to the weather. That's a natural phenomenon. In my country, the temperature has been always above 50 degrees. So once you get to the year that is always raining or snowing during winters, that's a new change. So you have to be able to afford that. The third step is the expenses. In the US, I can say I spend like 15 times more than I spent when I was in my country. For example, the tuitions. In my country, for the semester, I used to pay $300 for the whole semester. But here in the US, I'm paying as an international student $6,000. That's quite a bit expensive. True, in my country, I did not used to pay rent, but here I have an obligation to do it. I'm living on the dorm and I'm paying like $3,000 a semester for the room. Another step too has been always a big problem for all international students. That's where that's after you graduate. You will be between the devil and the deep blue sea. Because you left your country like for 4 years. You are here in the US for 4 years and get a degree here. So after you graduate, the only thing you can do is to seek another degree or to go back home or to get a US citizenship. Those are the three things you can do in order to be here in the US legally. You have to be studying or get a US citizenship. Other than that, you have to go back home. If you stay here, you stay here without studying, you will be illegal here. And that's against the law. In a regime, being an international student in the US is harder than being a simple student. Because first of all, you left your country, left your family, left many opportunities in your country to get here, to get a better education, an education that will serve you for your life. You left too easiest opportunity to succeed at home. But here things are hard here. The tuition is more expensive. So in a resume, being an international student is harder. So you, the US citizen, you have many facilities. So to study more because you are here with your family, you are here with the supports. So whenever you don't have to pay, there are some financial support to permit you to finish your study easily. So you have the whole opportunity to succeed. Thank you for listening.